There is something special about Mad Max. The core experience doesn't fail to impress. It takes you through a ride and finally ends it at your will. Just like the other WB games like Mortal Kombat series and Batman series. The games are stable, performance friendly, unlike the PC port of Batman Arkham Knight. But everything from its reasonable combat to fun and enjoyable riding experience, what did actually fail to impress? That is the question we are going to unfold today. Mad Max the video game was released at September 1, 2015, which was a bad day to release a newly launching title. The game never had a fan following in the first place to release it along with a lot of major AAA titles like Fallout 4, Witcher 3, PS4 exclusive Bloodborne, Metal Gear Solid 5, and the list goes on. Like I said, the Bloodborne was a PS4 exclusive, and the game had Souls and PS4 players in the background to try the game. The game was well received and it easily prompted other PS4 players to check the exclusive title. The rest of the AAA games had a huge fanbase following. Mad Max the video game was released few weeks before the Fallout 4 launch, a game that was the most overhyped of 2015. So people were already saving their bucks for Fallout 4. But Mad Max was strictly a new fresh game that hasn't received its deserved advertisement before its release. People ain't willing to spend another $60 because the market was already filled with established franchises. The game received a space at E3 2015, which is showcasing the gameplay footage behind the scenes, and that was it. Unlike NBA, FIFA or any movie franchises that has video games, the Mad Max movie had a fan base that was never introduced to a video game. People who played the game knows it has a potential for second title. I truly believe even if a second game releases, it still doesn't do well because people didn't care about it now as much as they didn't care about then, and it has gone drowned like a lost gem. The reason why I decided to make and do research for this video is that I almost invested 30 hours into the game. Since the world was going through tough times in this year of 2020, I found time to try out old single player games and Mad Max was one of it. I had plans to try this game live stream on my Twitch, but lack of internet and power cut didn't make me so. Though my 30-hour playthrough, the game didn't fail to impress me. Unlike the other post-apocalypse game, which is Fallout 4, that I spent almost 400 hours in this game, Mad Max, I never encountered at least one single glitch or a bug. Mad Max is a polished game in every aspect and the cutscenes are well designed like an actual quality AAA game. The game has its flaws at its ignorable lip sync and on-foot combat system.
Oh, the champ! The ruination of stank gum, they said. The one who heaved my big block and my concubine. Not to mention the one who ran a saw blade into Lord Scabrous Scrotus's very brain bag, as if cutting dead stump.
On-foot combat system was almost like the Batman series, but the only side weapon to choose from is a double barrel shotgun. The only downfall issue about the game is that most boss fights, which is called big dogs, in the strongholds of the vast map had almost the same boss battle. But everything about the game spews fun and the entire game experience surrounds around one main thing. It's not the NPC, it's not the main protagonist, but the car.
Then I will see my own things once more. Most of all, my sacred bridge. Oh, just think of the miracles I'll be able to perform with her.
The story sets in a post-apocalyptic universe where a vehicle, oil and scrap serves more useful than anything else. Food and water is their currency, and scrap is for the one that is ready for survival. Magnum opus, the word by the chum bucket who invented the car, serves as an ally because he took you for a saint.
Man, wait, the big chief!
Don't get too excited. We need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, yes, is he Scrotus, the immortal? He ransacks the pueblo, but he thinks he's going to dismantle you piece by piece. I will wed the big chief to the angel in a ram, and then we'll see.
Everything revolves around the car because the story sets you off searching for a new car, because the one that was stolen by the raider group has been broken down into scraps. The map is divided into territories and is likely to be fully controlled by major NPC leaders of the game, which you meet during the further progression. Throughout helping them, they help you get rewards, which in turn affects the stats and upgrades of the character and the worker. The more you set to the north, the more you are ready to face more challenges that are set to transform the car into the way it's meant to be. You can customize the vehicle to be a hard-hitting or a race one to test your skills at Death Row, which is a racing community in the game. The pursuit of upgrading car only ends during the plot twist in the ending of the main quest, and the protagonist's intentions favor for someone he misses the most at that point.
The big chief. I need it. Now.
Through here. In Stankum's garage. You'll have to drive it out of there. I'll find you after. And you will do right by me.
Even for this simple story about a car, the game never fails to impress, because even a small side activity would contribute to upgrading the car in one way or the another. But such an interesting game has made mistakes, and like history, it is doomed to be repeated again. It's neither the fault of players or game developers for the game being a bad release. We cannot blame luck enough to change what's written in the past, but we can learn something new every day from life and even from mistakes. That makes it worth living. Thank you for watching, guys. If you do enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and comment about your experience with Mad Max. And if you did really enjoy the video and want to support me, please don't forget to leave a subscribe and follow me on Twitch and Instagram for more updates. It's up with you signing out. See you next time.